Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to buckle up and get ready to dive into the exciting world of the 2024 Hyundai Kona. In this video, we'll be exploring all the upgrades and improvements made to the new model compared to the previous one, from the exterior to the interior and everything in between. We'll give you an in-depth look at what this SUV has to offer. So, whether you're a Hyundai enthusiast or just a curious car shopper, sit tight and let's take a ride together. Firstly, let's talk about the design. Hyundai has given the Kona a complete makeover with a fresh new family look, featuring a sleek, long line. It's a departure from the previous model, but we think it's a step in the right direction. Plus, the Kona is now bigger, which is always a plus in our books. Under the hood, the new Kona has some exciting improvements as well. The previous model had a 1.6-liter turbo engine with 177 horsepower. But the 24 version has been upgraded to deliver an impressive 198 horsepower. And if you're looking for a little extra oomph, the N-Line package is available for the 1.6-liter turbo, 2-liter, and hybrid models. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Diesel engine powertrain sales are expected to decline due to stricter environmental regulations like the Euro 7 regulation, which is planned for 2025. But fear not, Hyundai has got you covered with their hybrid models. Hyundai designed the new Kona based on its electric vehicle platform and added an internal combustion engine to complete the lineup. This approach has resulted in a car that offers both efficiency and power. Speaking of power, the new 24 Hyundai Kona has received some notable upgrades. It'll now be powered by a 65.4 kilowatt battery pack, which is a 1.4 kilowatt increase from the previous model. This increase in battery size will not only improve the power output, but also offer a bit more range, with the new Kona Electric able to travel up to 304 miles on a single charge. That's a significant improvement from the previous model's 258-mile range, and even surpasses the Niro EV's 253-mile range. While the EPA range will likely be lower, the new Kona Electric will still offer a slight bump in range, making it an even more compelling option for those in the market for an electric SUV. Now, let's compare the new Kona to some of its competitors in the same income bracket. Models such as the Mini Countryman, BMW X1, and Mercedes GLA are all comparable in size, but when it comes to convenience options, they can't compete with the new Kona. Interestingly, even though the new Kona has thin tires on 19-inch wheels, you can barely hear any road noise. The ride is super comfortable, and the internal stability is great, so much so it feels like a 1.6-liter turbo gas engine. Now let's talk about the interior of the new 24 Hyundai Kona. We have to hand it to Hyundai. They put in some serious effort to improve the quality of the cabin, and it shows. During test drives, we were pleasantly surprised to find that engine and road noise was virtually inaudible. How did they manage that, you ask? Well, Hyundai applied an inflation of floor carpet underpad to reduce road noise. They also utilized suspension members to suppress both road noise and vibration. And that's not all. The Kona also features double-glazed soundproof windows and windshield, as well as side mirror cutting lines to minimize wind noise. It's like driving in a silent bubble. But it's not just about the lack of noise. The design elements of this car are fantastic. Hyundai wasn't always known for its design prowess, but they've really stepped up its game with the new Kona. It's sleek, modern, and just plain cool. We think you'll all agree that it's a head-turner on the road. Now with the side profile, you'll immediately notice that the new Kona has a much bolder and more confident look with a straight character line, leaving the previous model looking a bit lackluster in comparison. Man, oh man, that's a lot of upgrades. Hyundai definitely didn't shy away with this one. But before we get into more improvements, why don't you go ahead and hit a like if you're having a good time, and while you're at it, subscribe to the channel if you're not already with us for more exciting content just like this. Continuing with improvements on the interior, the new Kona is boasting a much larger and clearer display than the previous model, making it easier to navigate and control. Additionally, the gear shifter is located in a more convenient spot. The new Kona has many impressive features that make it stand out from the crowd. such as improved insulation to reduce engine and road noise. The suspension members were used to suppress not only road noise but also vibration, while double-glazed soundproof windows and windshields were utilized to minimize wind noise. Alright, now let's take a peek at the trunk situation in these Konas. The old model seems to be lagging behind with a manual trunk, while the new one's boasting an electric-powered trunk. Only for the mid-option below though, keep that in mind. The space in the old one wasn't too shabby, but it lacks any rear passenger seat angle adjustment. You can fold it, sure, but that's about it. On the other hand, the new Kona is quite the upgrade. The trunk space is deeper and wider, and the rear passenger seat angle is fully adjustable. And speaking of rear passenger seats, we have to say this is a totally different car. It's taller and wider, and there's more legroom space to stretch out. The dashboard design of the new Kona is also a major improvement from the old one. It's sleek and modern, with a sizable 12.3-inch dual-monitor display for the driver's seat. And let's not forget the fancy amenities for the rear passengers. Heated seats, AC vents, and even the ability to control the front seat from the back. Now that's what we call luxury. The dashboard design of the new Kona is a lot more impressive compared to the previous model. Speaking of which, we had the chance to test drive both, and let us tell you, the new Kona is a whole new beast. Sure, it may be smaller than the Tucson, which is a mid-sized SUV, but it's definitely an improvement from the old Kona. In addition, it does come with a price increase of around $3,000, but we believe it's totally worth it. The new Kona has a more spacious interior and a sleeker design. Oh, and let's not forget about that new transmission. An 8-speed torque converter automatic is definitely a step up from the old 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Now let's talk more about transmission. When it comes to the Kona, it's important to consider what kind of transmission is going to give you the best ride. While the previous model had a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, the new Kona has that 8-speed torque converter automatic. There's no denying that the DCT has some advantages when it comes to gear change speed and efficiency. However, for a daily commute family car, the traditional automatic transmission is a better fit for ride comfort. Plus, Hyundai has had some issues with DCT transmissions in their regular commute cars. Sometimes the transmission slips when the driver accelerates, making it sound like vroom, and let's be honest, that's not the kind of sound you want your car to be making. So, how do the two Konas compare when it comes to acceleration? Well, if you listen to the engine sound of the DCT 1.6T model, you might hear that slipping sound we were just talking about. Not ideal, but with Kona's new improvements, you can feel confident that you're getting a better ride overall. And there you have it, folks, a thorough analysis of the differences between the previous and new generation Kona models. Despite the increased price tag of around $3,000, it seems that the new Kona is worth the investment. With improved design, larger interior space, and more reliable automatic transmission, it's not just the same old car with a new coat of paint. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a comment and let us know your thoughts. Are you a fan of the new Kona, or do you prefer the previous model? Or neither? We'd love to hear from you. Before you drive out of here, don't forget to smash those like and subscribe buttons, and we'll see you in the next one. Drive safe.